up, beautiful? Here I am again to disturb your quiet thoughts. Who expected it? I didn't. I expected to be uploading an old video showing you some previous footage of when I was out at charity shops and all that. Didn't expect to get the sales go through, but it was after lunchtime. Yes, let me show you what I picked up and what I've actually sold them for. That's the most important. These items here, a few of them, need to be on the lookout, guys. There's some big bolos. Yeah, bolo. Be on look out. That's what bolo represents, yeah? So, guys, had a lovely morning, went swimming. Done the, I was going to say jacuzzi. They don't have a jacuzzi in there. They have a steam room and a sauna. Wow, did I feel so much better after that. Absolutely felt just more refreshed. It was beautiful. Highly recommend it, guys. I went to our local government-run building facility, which is the Swimming Leisure Centre. Most of them have got them facilities in there. And for a couple of quid, I think I paid $3.75 or thereabouts. Feels so much better, guys. It's so refreshing. Anyway, without further ado, let me show you what I bought and what I've actually flipped them for. That's the most important. Right, so here we go. First item to go out is this coffee machine. You know I like my coffee machines. Yes, absolutely. Now, this one is definitely one to be looking out for on the field. If you find it, pick it up at the right price point. I'm going to be very careful because I don't want it dropping. It's got a detachable front on the front. Front on the front, but it's not going to be detachable front on the back. Anyway, it's a Magimix. It's an espresso coffee machine, yeah? It takes the pods, the ones to be looking out for, especially just by my thumb here, you can see it's got a coffee frother attachment that goes on it. Now, I bought this on Vinted. Yeah, on Vinted. It didn't come with said milk frother. Subsequently, the seller wasn't asking as much. I know at the end of the day what these things can go for. I've sold this particular brand in the past and got £80 for it, guys. Yes, 80 beautiful pounds. So I knew at the price point of £25 that was going in the basket and it was being home delivered via the Yodel straight home. Thank you very much. As I mentioned, guys, £25 paid. It didn't come with the milk frother. Literally a day later, there was a seller on Vinted again who was selling an espresso, genuine Nespresso milk frother, yeah? And because it had, the base was a European base with European pins, people weren't interested in it, yeah? I only needed the frother inside, guys. That's all I needed was this unit here, yeah? So I can attach it to my Cities machine, called CITIZ, Cities, yeah? So I paid £10 for the frother, which I've got another base for, which I can sell for about £5-6 if needed. So I've got my £10 for my Nespresso milk heater frother. I paid £25 for the coffee machine, a grand outlay of £35, yeah? £35. Pretty damn good, considering that is going to return me, guys, yes, wait for it, £75. Thank you. Keep them sales coming in. Nice and local. Ruislip. Do you think they want a collection? No. Literally it's less than 5 miles away. They want it posted, but hey, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Guys, again, £35 paid. Flip that for a grand total of £75. Right, next one to go out, guys, is this beauty here. You've seen me pick it up at Denim Car Boot Sale. I picked it up maybe good for 5 weeks ago. So it's been stood here 5 weeks. It's a vintage style citrus press. Yeah, you put your fruit in there, your lemons, your oranges, your limes, calamansi, I think they call them in different in Asia. It's basically a retro fruit press, yeah? I paid a grand total, guys, of, I think it was no more than £5. It'll be on the video, but I wouldn't have paid more than £5 for it. This has flipped, guys, on the eBay for 25 beautiful pounds. Thank you very much. Next to go out, only 3 sales, but I'm all good with that, guys. I'm all cushy with that, believe you me. Not sure if the camera's going to pick this up. you might just be able to get away with it, guys. It's a cake tin. Well, it's not rather a tin, it's a cake container, yeah? It's done by Tupperware. Back in the 80s, families were hosting parties, all the women, without being PC about it, but generally all the neighbours, all the women would get together in the community and they'd hold Tupperware parties, selling things from flasks to juicing machines to storage containers, you name it. It was so big back then. And it's making a comeback. Guys, this particular cake dish, which I would have paid about, let's have a look, Tupperware, £2. I paid for it out in a charity shop, I believe. I'm not sure. Been a while, but I flipped that, guys, for £15. So yeah, great. All in, I've spent the grand total of £42. Yes, 42 beautiful pounds. Guys, that's going to return me £115 today. Thank you very, very much. As I said, I was out and about in town. Well, not so much in town because I went to the local leisure centre. I'm going to sip my tea, bear with me. This vlogging business is very dry on the throat. Guys, so as you know, I was out and about in town. On the way back, hit two towns. One town was Rayners Lane. Yep. Has one charity shop. Name of it is the Children's Society. 1 minute. So, car beautiful. Yep, today is good for, where are we? Thursday today, that's right. Already been swimming, been refreshed, revitalised. So on the way back, we're going to go to a place called the Children's Society in Rayners Lane. And then we're going to hit, where are we going? Eastcote, I believe it's called. So yeah, there's a couple of chazzes up here. So we're going to jump in, see if there's any bargains in there. So come with me. I'm going to flip the camera around, just like that. The camera's been flipped, and there you go. The first shop's going to be the Children's Society. We're going to have a look in there, guys. See what's in here, if there's anything decent worth flipping. So I'll have a quick look in the window. In there, and there. I'm going to flip the camera off in a minute. See what's in here. There you go, guys. The first shop we're going to is going to be Bernardo's, and they got a lovely red sticker on the outside window which basically says the words SALE. Yes, please. Here you go, there's a pair of hikes. These are £10.
Well, it says 20 crossed out.
Yeah. Alright, leave it.
Wow, guys, can you believe that? Hikes. They're like combat boots used by the army, surplus, navy, etc., etc. In very good condition. Pay £10 for them, guys. Yes, £10. However, they can then flip for anything between 40 to 70, believe it or not. Also, centrifugal juicing machine. Only paid, was it £6 for that or £8 for that? I've just seen online the listings on those. Philips, £80 and above. So what's going on? Excellent, guys. And because it's from a charity shop, they've all been pat tested, right? So yeah, nothing to worry about there. We can rest assured they're all working as they should be. Right, a couple more chazzes here in Eastcote, then we're going to head home and relax. Catch you soon. Guys, RSPCA, this is the next shop to be looking out for when you're down in Eastcote. So we're going to head down there. It says 25% off selected items. Just £1. Look at that. What a beautiful sign. What a beautiful sign. We'll be looking out for that. Let's have a look in there and see what goodies are in there. Hopefully a few. Hopefully a few. So, I was at the charity shop. The first one I went into was the Children's Society, and I managed to find two beautiful items. Yeah, I know these are two shoes, but what I mean is two different items. So, a pair of boots, right? Yep, you've seen it on film. The brand, however, I mean, look at that. It's got a little stitching on the side of a bumblebee or something. Size 37, yep, 37, what's that, 6, 5.5, 6. The company is Geox. Don't know if you can catch that on cam, guys. It's a Geox leather boot. What did I pay for it? Might have paid up a bit on it, guys. £7. Is that a lot for a pair of boots? Look at them. They've hardly been worn, guys. They've hardly been worn. And the inside are not worn at all. You can tell by, you can still make out the maker's name inside the boot. I paid a grand total, guys, There you get to see the GX on the side there. I paid a grand total for these boots, guys. What did I say? £7, yeah? £7. So I went to the men's section. Wasn't a lot there that really caught my attention. However, this vintage item did. Now, for those of you that know golf and golfing memorabilia, you think, well, that's just a plain old shirt, John. What are you talking about? But if you can already see through it, like there, that's not a hole, guys. That is the quality of the shirt, of the cotton shirt, yeah? Now let me show you what name you need to be looking out for, especially in jumpers. That one there, guys, it's Pringle. Nick Faldo. Again, 1980s, 1990 to the 00s, the Y2K, guys. Nick Faldo was a huge name in the golfing business. He was doing tours and winning tournaments left, right and centre. So this is a Nick Faldo Pringle collection, yeah? Size is XL. What did I pay for it? A grand total of, wait for it guys, £2.30. But look at this on the sleeve, guys. If you can find a jumper with that logo on it, and it has to be that logo there, the heavy knit jumper with that logo on it, you're looking from 50 to 60 pounds. Yeah, so I'll show you that logo again. If that's big and broad on the front, yeah, that is a 60-pound jumper, guys. So there's some words of wisdom to you. So I paid £2, what's that, £2.30 for it? Something like that, yeah, £2.29 to be exact. That's gonna flip, guys, between, on my list, what have I got on my list? Between £19 to £25. Easy money, guys. So there's the receipt from the Children's Society. The two items there is good for the pair of shoes at £7 and the top at £2. So what's that, 7, 8, 9, about £10, £9, £28. £9, £28. I'm looking at a return of about £60 from that, guys. Beautiful, right? Not going to complain at that at all. Now, the next town I went to was Eastcote. Wow. One of the shops, the RSPCA, I think it is shut. Just had the shutters down. Is that a sign of the times? More than likely. It is what it is. Can they get volunteers these days? Have they got the stock in there? Who knows? So I went across the road to, first one was Bernardo. No, it was the next two items were in Bernardo's. Even though I went to three charity shops. In the window, guys. How have you other resellers missed this item? I don't know, right? Because this was sat in the window and blew me away. Right, for these again. Look out for this brand, guys. Sorry about that as they fall out my hand. I knew straight away when I saw them, they're combat boots, yeah? They are combat boots. Look at the bottom, guys. Hardly been worn. Whoa, wait a minute, John. Show me again. Hayeks? No, get out of here. Hayeks combat boots in a charity shop. Nice. What the price? They are Hayeks. Hayeks. And look at the label there, guys. To show they're authentic. You can't really see that. Nice big size, guys, size 11. This is working in its favour already. Hayeks, hardly been worn. Looking at the sole, yep, they're just going to need a bit of a brush up, bit of water on there. Yep, there's some surface dust there, but that with these boots, guys, people use these for hiking, mountaineering, you name it, outdoor sports, trekking, going through the jungle, going on long excursions, walks, because the Army issued this brand. The Army and the Navy recommend this brand especially. They are for combat, they're for long durability. Hayeks. Guys, the ticket price on these, yeah, they're going to need a wipe over, but look beyond that, guys. £10. £10. What are they going to flip for, John? What are they going to flip for? Well, let me have a look. 50 to 60 pounds, guys. A name, another Bolo to be looking out for, right? Beautiful, damn. And then just when I didn't think I could top it off, this is part of the next item, guys. I saw this item in there. I had no idea about the brand, yeah. I just saw the price point. I saw that it was some sort of centrifugal unit, yeah. It is a Panasonic It is a MJ, excuse me, L500. Look it up online, guys, I beg you. I paid £6 for this, guys. Right? £6 for a centrifugal Phillips juicer. What do you reckon the solds are on these, guys? £20, 30 quid? No, go higher. What? 35, 40? No, John, go higher. 45, 50, try higher. 65 to 95 pound on used, guys. 65 to 95. There's sellers out there wanting 130 in worse condition than this. It comes from a charity shop, guys. It's been pat tested. It's all working. It does what it does on the tin. It comes with a juicer. It comes with the plug. It comes with all the attachments that you need for it. And I've paid a grand total of £6 for an £80 item. Get in! Yes! Right place, right time. And I left it well late in the afternoon, guys. So the other resellers must have just overlooked these in the area, or they've been going to different towns, guys. I don't know. I spent a grand total in Bernardo's, guys. The electrical item, here it is. Excuse me. The electrical item, £6. There it is down there, guys. The footwear, which is the Hayeks, £10. Guys, £16 just there, right? Beautiful. So what have I spent overall in both charity shops today? I've spent a grand total, yes, guys, £25. That's not a lot of outlay. Usually when I'm in these places, I like to find other bargains here and there, here and there. Would have been nice to find, but £25. Put that in the back of your mind, guys, girls, non-binaries, £25. What am I looking to flip that, guys? £25 into what? 50, 60, 70, 80. On top of that 80, put another 100. 180. That's like a 3 treble score on darts. I'm looking at £185 return on all that, guys. Thank you so much. Wow, didn't we do well again? I've shown you what I pick up in these charity shops. I've shown you me in the charity shops on the video, guys. There is no clearer transparency than what I'm showing you. I'm not one of these vloggers saying, yeah, you can make hundreds and thousands of pounds and, you know, edit videos left, right and centre. I show you concisely and clearly what I pick up, when I pick them up. Where I can, I show you the receipts unless I'm at a car boot sale. Then I'll show you the transaction at the car boot sale, guys. You know, then I'll show you when I get home after I've listed it and it's sold. I will show you from my eBay page or my Vinted page the item that's sold. So you see the whole history. You see me pick the items up, guys. You see me sell them. And if you want future videos, you can see me packing them, but that's not very interesting. But hey, if you want that sort of information, I'm more than willing to take time out of my day to show you. Guys, thank you so much. I am blessed. Follow me on this journey. I'm blessed to have you guys with me on it, yeah? I hope you managed to find items just like this, and I really sincerely hope that you managed to flip them for the similar prices I have. Thank you so much, guys, for your time, your patience. Be blessed. Tomorrow, Friday, almost time for the weekend, which is the car boot seasons. Get your change in the banks tomorrow, guys. Remember what I do? I'm always picking up 40 to 60 pound in pound coins or £2 coins. Why? Why'd you do that, John? Because then it gives me bigger bartering power when I'm out on the field. Psychologically, you know it makes sense, guys. If you keep going in there with 20, they're going to keep saying £20. If you go in there with the change, you go, do you need change? I've got change if you need it. They're like, oh yeah, please, really need to change. How about I give you some X amount? Remember them trainers, them Nike trainers, yeah? I bought them for £12 because the seller needed change, yes? And I had £12 in change. Otherwise you wanted 15. Hey, it's £3 saving, but at the end of the day, if I save £3 on every purchase, that's £3 going back in the profit, back in the bank. Thank you very much, back in the business. Guys, take care of yourselves. Look after everybody around you. You are who you are thanks to the people in your social circle, yeah? Keep smiling, be happy, be positive. But above all, be yourself. Guys, girls, non-binaries, take it easy. See you later.